You're trying to eat healthy, exercising regularly, but still have inflammation in your system. So you might be wondering why that is the case. What if I told you the very habits that you are proud of that are healthy for you are exactly the reason why you still have inflammation in your body and are the reason behind you feeling bloated, tired, exhausted, and have too much inflammation in your body? I'm not here to scare you. I'm actually here to bust some myths which wellness industry has been sharing, which actually might be harming your body than doing any good. So stay with me till the end because I'm going to share with you 5 so-called healthy habits which might be secretly fueling your inflammation. Hi, I'm Dr. Anshul Gupta, a former Cleveland Clinic functional medicine physician from US. I help people improve their chronic diseases by making personalized functional medicine plans. Let me start with habit number 1. Habit number 1 is drinking too much plain water. Yes, you heard it right. Drinking plain water might actually be harming your body. Everybody talks about drinking 8 to 10 glasses of water each and every day. But nobody actually talks about how to properly drink this water so it hydrates your body and actually reaches your cells. When you consume too much plain water, it actually creates an imbalance between the electrolytes in your body, specifically sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Basically, when you drink too much plain water, instead of providing hydration, it removes minerals from inside the cells of your body and creates a so-called deficiency of these minerals inside your cells. So then what's the fix and what is the right way of drinking this water? Well, do these few things. First of all, at one given time, do not drink more than 1 glass of water. That means you have to spread this 8 to 10 glasses of water throughout the day. And the second thing you do is actually add electrolytes to your water. The easiest way is to add 1 pinch of pink Himalayan salt. So that way you are not removing electrolytes from your cells. Now let me move on to the second mistake. Second mistake is eating fruit as your healthy snack. Well, fruits are indeed healthy because they have a lot of vitamins and minerals in them. But there is also a downside. Most of the fruits have high fructose content. That is the sugar which raises and spikes your insulin immediately, specifically if you are eating them empty stomach. And the research shows this insulin spike day in day out is the major reason of inflammation in a person's body. And again, I'm not asking you to give up fruits completely, but I want you to be smarter about eating the fruits. How do you do it? First of all, try to stick with fruits which have less amount of fructose. That means try to stay away from grapes, mangoes as much as possible. The better fruits to eat would be berries like blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, or your apples or pears, and then try to pair your fruits with some healthy fat and healthy proteins. That means have your fruit with some nuts and seeds. You can include either almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, or even chia seeds or flax seeds. So that way you are not getting that insulin spike. The third one is doing high intensity exercising and overtraining your body. Yes, exercise is really good for your body and everybody needs to move their body because that does reduce inflammation. But what research also shows is that when we are overtraining our body or when we are doing those high intensity interval trainings, that actually increases our cortisol levels and it also increases inflammation levels in our body. In fact, a research study showed that after completing a marathon, people's inflammation levels in their blood was actually very high. Okay, so what's the fix? This doesn't mean that you do not exercise. It just means that you modify your exercise regimen. What that means is that if you're doing any kind of high intensity training, then keep it only for 2 or 3 days in a week. And in between the other days, you do low intensity exercises, which can easily be walking, jogging, even treadmills, or even strength training. But just you reduce the intensity of it. The fourth habit is drinking caffeinated beverages like tea or coffee empty stomach in the morning. Now, tea and coffee do have several health benefits in different research studies. But recently what we came to know about is that drinking tea and coffee as soon as you wake up, specifically empty stomach, is fueling people's inflammation. The reason was that when you drink these caffeinated beverages early in the morning, they raise your cortisol levels really very high. And by raising your cortisol quickly very high, it increases inflammation in your system. Plus, these caffeinated beverages in the morning damages your stomach lining and can lead to leaky gut problems. So what is the fix? So delay your first cup of coffee or your tea at least 90 minutes after you wake up. And then never drink these beverages on empty stomach. Make sure you're drinking them with your morning breakfast. And then if you pair your tea and coffee with a high protein breakfast in the morning, that again gives right nutrition to your body and reduces the cortisol spike, which actually fuels the inflammation. Now let me talk about the habit number 5. This habit is taking random vitamins and minerals on the daily basis. There was a survey which was conducted among normal people, and the results showed that every third or fourth people is consuming a multivitamin. Well, in theory, the concept of multivitamin sounds very healthy, but in reality, it is not. The reason being, each and every person has different needs of different vitamins and minerals. And actually, there is no formula that these multivitamin companies are following. So, for example, a lot of these multivitamin companies have high doses of vitamin A and vitamin E. These are fat soluble vitamins, so they get stored in your body. And there has been case studies where people got toxic on these vitamins just because they were taking too much multivitamin for a very long time. So it is better to take targeted vitamins and minerals which your body is low into, and then only take those vitamins and minerals. So the best way is to go to your local doctor and get your levels checked of vitamin D, vitamin B12, iron levels and other things. And if it is low, then take those specific vitamins and minerals and not just a random multivitamin. And second of all, why not replenish these vitamins and minerals with food? So try to eat a healthy diet, which consists of foods which is high in different kinds of vitamins and minerals, so you will naturally get supplements that way. So for a lot of you who are listening to this video, one or two habits might sound really controversial, and you might not believe that these habits, which are so-called healthy habits, might actually be the reason behind your inflammation. Well, as I shared with you during the video, these habits in itself are not bad, but the way we are following these habits might be the exact reason behind our inflammation. And the good part is that just with a few changes, you can make these habits into a more healthier habits for you, and that can actually support your body in being healthy and reducing inflammation. So I hope you like this video, and please share in the comment section if any of these 5 habits is what you were following and this video made you realize that you are doing that. Also, like and subscribe to my channel so you keep on getting this kind of information in the future also. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.